Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu, Shri Nitin Gupta, Chairman, Central Board of Direct Taxes, Shri Simanchal Das, Principal Director General of Income Tax Training, other dignitaries and colleagues, a very good evening to one and all present here. It is a day of immense pride for the officer trainees of the 77th batch of the Indian Revenue Service to call on the Honorable President of India. I, Aisha Ibrahim, consider it my highest honor and privilege to welcome everyone gathered here today. May I now request Shri Nitin Gupta, Chairman, Central Board of Direct Taxes, to deliver the welcome speech.
Honorable President of India, senior officers of National Academy of Direct Taxes, officer trainees of the 77th batch of Indian Revenue Service, trainee officers of Royal Bhutan Service, and dear colleagues. I feel deeply grateful and honored that Honorable President consented to take some time out of her busy schedule to bless and guide the latest batch of Indian Revenue Service. This gathering at the prestigious Rashtrapati Bhavan signifies the importance and gravity of the responsibilities that will be shouldered by the officers in coming years. Ma'am, 77th batch of Indian Revenue Service officers consists of 91 officer trainees, including 2 officers from Royal Bhutan Service. There are 35 lady officers in the batch, which constitutes 38% of the total strength. Average age of the batch is 28 years. On behalf of CBDT, I have presented a memento to the Honorable President, which is a miniature statue of the ancient Indian philosopher Chanakya. In Chanakya's treatise on statecraft, Arthashastra, the principle of Kosh Mulo Dandah has been enshrined, which in a sense means revenue is the backbone of administration. These words are as true today as they were in the times of Chanakya. Direct tax plays a pivotal role in sustaining the growth and development of the nation, and being progressive in nature, it promotes more equitable society. In recent times, there has been a paradigm shift in the approach of tax administration, which is now driven by technological advancements and policy reforms. The adoption of digital platforms and implementation of robust data analytics have empowered us to streamline processes, enhance efficiency, and combat tax evasion effectively. Our focused efforts towards widening the tax base and promoting compliance have yielded promising results. In the current year, the revenue collections are buoyant and growing at about 18%. The growth in the number of income tax returns filed is also very encouraging at about 9%. However, amidst these achievements, we must remain cognizant of the challenges which lie ahead. I urge all the officers of the IRS to uphold the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and dedication in discharging their official duties. As I conclude, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable President for gracing this occasion. Ma'am President, I assure you that we shall continuously endeavor to uphold the ideals of the Constitution and serve the nation with unwavering commitment so that the nation moves ahead to become a Viksit Bharat in the Amrit Kal. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Shri Muktendra Kumar, Officer Trainee of the 77th batch of IRS, to share his training experiences.
माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया एवं उपस्थित समस्त गणमान्य, विश्व के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र के प्रथम नागरिक के समक्ष भारतीय राजस्व सेवा के 77वें बैच के सामूहिक अनुभवों को साझा करने का अवसर मिलने पर मैं स्वयं को अत्यंत ही गौरवान्वित एवं सम्मानित महसूस कर रहा हूँ। माननीय महोदया, मेरा नाम मुक्तेंद्र कुमार है। मैं उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य के जिला बिजनौर के एक छोटे से गांव सैदपुर माफी का निवासी हूँ। भारतीय राजस्व सेवा में चयनित होने तक मेरा जीवन गरीबी रेखा से नीचे श्रेणी के परिवार में व्यतीत हुआ है। समाज के वंचित तबके से उठकर भारतीय राजस्व सेवा के 77वें बैच के अनुभवों को राष्ट्र प्रमुख से साझा करने के योग्य बनना भारतीय संविधान की महानता और सुंदरता को दर्शाता है। माननीय महोदया, एक छोटे से गांव से आज आपके सम्मुख उपस्थित होने तक के सफ़र में मेरे माता पिता का अमूल्य योगदान रहा है, जिन्होंने सामाजिक आर्थिक चुनौती के बाद भी मेरी शिक्षा को सदैव अपनी प्राथमिकता बनाए रखा। उन्होंने मुझे ईमानदारी, सत्यनिष्ठा और विनम्रता जैसे मूल्यों को सदैव अपने जीवन का आधार बनाए रखने का ज्ञान दिया, और इसका ही परिणाम है कि मैं आज न केवल एक नागरिक के रूप में बल्कि एक लोक सेवक के रूप में भी राष्ट्र निर्माण में सहयोग देने के योग्य बन पाया हूँ। माननीय महोदया, राष्ट्रीय प्रत्यक्ष कर अकादमी नागपुर भारतीय राजस्व सेवा आयकर के लिए चयनित उम्मीदवारों को प्रशिक्षु के रूप में 16 माह का गहन, व्यापक और समावेशी प्रशिक्षण प्रदान करती है, जिनमें से लगभग 4 माह का प्रशिक्षण पूर्ण हो चुका है। अकादमी में प्रशिक्षुओं के प्रशिक्षण के दिन की शुरुआत प्रातःकालीन योग, पीटी और कराटे से होती है। योग उपरांत कराया जाने वाला शांति पाठ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया प्रशिक्षुओं को न केवल स्वास्थ्य की महत्ता से बल्कि भारतीय सभ्यता के मूल ध्येय से भी अवगत कराता है। माननीय महोदया, अकादमी में प्रशिक्षण के प्रथम चरण में विशेषज्ञों द्वारा हमें आयकर विधि 1961 और लेखाकर्म का गहन और व्यापक प्रशिक्षण दिया जा रहा है। औद्योगिक अध्ययन यात्राओं ने हमें उद्योग जगत की उत्पादन प्रक्रिया, निधि संरचना, दिन प्रतिदिन संचालन, निगमित सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व और पर्यावरण संरक्षण नीति इत्यादि से अवगत कराकर हमारा दृष्टिकोण व्यापक बनाया है। समय समय पर होने वाले सांस्कृतिक आयोजनों ने हमें भारत की अद्भुत विरासत एवं विविधता से सुपरिचित करवाया है। माननीय महोदया, अकादमी कर आधार की गहनता और विस्तार के लिए तथा कर अपवंचन और कर परिहार को रोकने के लिए नवीन तरीकों का प्रशिक्षण प्रदान कर हमें सुसज्जित कर रही है। स्वैच्छिक कर अनुपालन को बढ़ावा देने के लिए करदाता जागरूकता कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन एवं करदाता के साथ मित्रवत व्यवहार जैसे तरीकों से हमें सुसज्जित किया जा रहा है। हम विश्वास के साथ कह सकते हैं कि कर प्रशिक्षण के ये तरीके कर राजस्व में वृद्धि करने में सहायक साबित होंगे। माननीय महोदया, हम स्वयं को अत्यंत भाग्यशाली मानते हैं कि हम ऐसे समय में लोक सेवक के रूप में चयनित हुए हैं जब राष्ट्र अमृतकाल में प्रवेश कर चुका है। आज़ादी के शताब्दी वर्ष तक भारत को विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने के लिए भारतीय राजस्व सेवा का 77वां बैच अपने कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन सत्यनिष्ठा, सुदृढ़ता, सक्रियता और समर्पण भाव के साथ करेगा। माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया, हमारे द्वारा प्रदान की जाने वाली लोक सेवा से नागरिकों का जीवन सरल एवं सुखमय बने, इसी संकल्प को ध्यान में रखते हुए हम स्वयं को राष्ट्र को समर्पित करते हैं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। अब मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करता हूँ मिस शीतल भगत को, वो मंच पर आए और अपना अनुभव शेयर करें।
Honorable President, distinguished guests, and fellow officer trainees, I, Sheetal Bhagat, an Indian Revenue Service officer trainee, feel immense pride at the great honor bestowed upon me to speak here in the presence of the first citizen of a country in the precincts of the historic Rashtrapati Bhavan. On this auspicious occasion, I, on behalf of the 77th batch of the IRS, would like to express my sincere gratitude to Madam President for taking time out of a busy schedule to address the officer trainees. Madam, I would like to mention here that my selection in the civil services, specifically in the Indian Revenue Service, has been a journey of self-realization and actualization. Born to scientist parents, I was inspired by their determination and hard work to seek solutions to the challenges facing humanity. This scientific temper inculcated within me the values and ideals befitting a servant of the public who fulfills the national promise that everyone belongs, that everyone deserves a chance, that no insignificant person was ever born. It would not be an exaggeration to say that this moment is a true testament to the realization of my dreams and aspirations that I had as a civil service aspirant for years. This progression and continuous improvement as a career civil servant and as a person has been the overarching theme of my journey as an officer trainee at the National Academy of Direct Taxes, an institution par excellence and a home away from home for all of us. Through an expansive curriculum spanning classroom instructions, field attachments, and various extracurricular activities, including cultural events, the pursuit of a 16-month-long training is to mold us into able tax administrators and future leaders. Indeed, our training is not only a learning process, but also a journey of fundamental transformation, from civil service aspirants to competent officers. It has immensely reinforced my sense of duty, discipline, and dedication towards the cause of public good. Madam, in this direction, I am reminded of the directive principles enshrined in our Constitution, which embody the message that people are the centerpiece of a great nation, and it is for their welfare that we all must strive for, to the best of our abilities. Towards this lofty and noble end of a welfare state, the Indian Revenue Service plays an indispensable role in generating the requisite resources for the government. Further, as young officers, it is our solemn promise to facilitate taxpayers in giving them an opportunity to play an active role in the nation-building process. It is my earnest belief that our endeavors would contribute in realizing the aspirations of our young demography by fostering the spirit of entrepreneurship, scientific research, investment in human capital, and infrastructure creation, much needed for the inclusive growth of our nation. And thus, it is our commitment to live up to the motto of our service, Kosh Mulo Dandaha, which rightly signifies the age-old dictum that revenue is the bedrock of governance. Towards the end, Madam President, I would like to recite a few lines by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, which continuously remind us of and embody the spirit of Amrit Kal. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where words come out from the depth of truth, where the mind is led forward by thee, into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. I am extremely humbled to be a part of the esteemed Indian Revenue Service, which has a crucial role to play in turning this vision into reality. With these words, Honorable President, Madam, on behalf of the 77th batch of the IRS and our Academy, I express my heartfelt gratitude to you for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and for bestowing upon us your blessings. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sheetal. Now, it is my absolute and singular privilege to invite the Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu, to address this august gathering.
Dear officer trainees of Indian Revenue Service, I extend my good wishes to all of you on the occasion of International Women's Day, especially to the women officers gathered here. I congratulate you for your selection in this prestigious service. Indian Revenue Service will give you an opportunity to play a vital role in mobilizing resources for the government. I also welcome two officers from Royal Bhutan Service who are present here today. You all are expected to be partners in the nation building process by ensuring effective tax administration and improved voluntary compliance. After hearing your training experiences, I understand that the induction training has enriched you all with the knowledge and skills required for performing your job efficiently and effectively. I am told that you all have diverse educational backgrounds. Though majority of you are from engineering backgrounds, the batch also includes doctors and law graduates while some of you hold degrees in humanities, agriculture, and business administration, a large number of officers among you have previous work experience also. I am told that the strength of women officers in this batch is nearly 38%. This is a good number, but I would like to see higher number of lady officers in future batches. Dear officers trainees, having spent many months together during training, you would have learned a lot from each other and adopted new learnings that will help you in carrying out the challenging tasks of tax administration. I also compliment the National Academy of Direct Taxes for the efforts to develop requisite skills and inculcate values of discipline, integrity, and accountability among the officer trainees. Once your training is over, most of you will be posted in the field and will be carrying out your statutory duties. You must remain steadfast in your duties to facilitate compliance to tax laws by the taxpayers and also contribute towards creating deterrence against tax evasion. You all are aware that the direct tax collections of the country have shown a consistently rising trend over the years. I am happy to note that over the past decade, the direct tax collections have risen more than 3 times, and the number of people filing income tax returns have increased by nearly 2.5 times. Revenue from these collections will be used to fund the development projects in the country and ensure the well-being of citizens. Therefore, your contribution in the development of the country is going to be very important. Dear officer trainees, digitization and latest technologies have opened up new opportunities for tax administrators to bring in more efficiency into their day-to-day operations. Tax authorities are now leveraging new technologies such as artificial intelligence and advanced analytics to improve tax administration, reduce tax evasion, and facilitate taxpayer compliance. I am told that income tax department is using technology for collection of information with a view to increase the tax base and also for eradicating the menace of black money in the country. Hence, it is essential for each of you to make the best use of emerging technologies. Several initiatives taken by Income Tax Department over the years have ushered in an era of greater transparency and efficiency. I compliment the Income Tax Department for such steps and other initiatives taken in the areas of non-intrusive tax investigation methods. Dear officer trainees, it goes without saying that citizen-centric tax services boost the confidence of people in tax administration. I appreciate that through many initiatives, the Income Tax Department is working towards changing the mindset of the people. I urge you all to continue to work towards enhancing the trust among the citizens so that they become more tax compliant. It is also important that methods of tax collection should be friendly to the taxpayer. You should also make efforts to highlight the initiatives being taken in the social sectors, especially the measures for senior citizens and Divyangjan. I exhort each one of you to discharge your duties in a fair and transparent manner and maintain absolute integrity throughout your career. I wish each one of you a bright future and an illustrious career. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.